This video is sponsored by SKETCHFAB. Stick around to see how you can get premium and high quality 3D models for free. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to askNK. Today we're taking a look at how you can work with light and link light to objects while working in Maya. Light linking is something that's always existed in Maya, and this can be done based off object or based off light. Now, I do know that most of you guys have also tried working with light severally, and in most cases how you work with light in Maya by simply using Arnold is quite simple. So by default, in most cases, you just throw in a bunch of lights, hit the render button, and in the best case scenario, what I think most of you guys will end up doing is selecting an object like this, then going over to the attribute editor, and you can now go in and start playing with things like so. So in cases like this, you might want the light to just affect only the diffuse, so you can go in, crank up that, and if you don't want it to affect things like specular, you can also go ahead and turn off these things. So this makes a lot of sense. It's actually very beautiful to see that this is something that exists, but then we wouldn't be talking about this, as this is quite basic to what we would like to talk about today. So most of the times, while trying to create light, it is also worth knowing that sometimes you don't want the light to spill over and affect another object. So in a situation like this where we have this light here, we probably don't want this light to affect the floor. Maybe we just like this light directly on the model, we don't want it on the floor. How do you eliminate that? Now, there are several ways that you can do this, and one of them is light linking, and the second one is you can actually choose something called render layers and use render layers directly here in Maya and do these things. So how did we actually get things started? So with a simple scene like this, what we can do is we'll have the light selected, and then we can go over to where we have windows, go all the way down to where we have relationship, and you would notice that we have light linking. So within this light linking section, we can choose right now to click light centric or object centric. So depending on the one you would like to work with, you can proceed to select it. So if we select something like light centric, it simply means that we want to use the light to direct what objects gets affected by it, or what objects get illuminated by a certain light. And if we choose object centric, we can choose what light affects what object. So a very good example is with this light selected, which is the AI area light shape 2, we can check it out here and know that this is the light. So if we don't like this light to actually affect the backdrop, what we can do is just click and turn that off. And that is how easy it is. Now the beautiful thing is this actually works with almost every kind of light that you have in Maya. So regardless if this light has to do with AI, the Arnold, or maybe it has to do with the default lighting system that exists in Maya, it is actually something that you can do. So what we can do now is we could say that we might want a certain kind of light to hit this particular area. Make a copy. So I'm just going to hold down, shift, click and drag, and there you get it. We have a copy, and we can now rotate this all the way to the back. So let's rotate this, face it all the way up, and eventually we can bring this one a little bit lower. So I'm just going to go ahead and zoom all the way out so we can see that. Let's also proceed to scale this down. So I'm just going to scale this down a bit and bring this down. Okay, so we have it here. I'm also going to position this one about the point like so. Let's move it away from the light, from the object, so that we can have that stuff going in there. So right now you can see this is the position we want this light to be, but in most cases you would also have experiences like this where the light gets to bleed into the object. So we don't want something like this. How do you avoid it? You can select this, go over to light centric, and then we can select the light, which is the area light 5, and simply select the main object that we don't want it to affect. So once we turn that off and simply proceed to turn off every other thing that has to do with it, right now you notice that it doesn't affect that. If you also don't want it to affect a particular kind of material, you can also proceed and turn that off, and all the necessary materials, or the shaders that has to do with this, it is also not going to affect them. So this is more like a quick tip for those who would like to play with lights, and probably you like to get the most out of working with lights right here in Maya. You might also find this one very, very interesting. And just like I said earlier, this works across the board with almost every kind of lighting system that you have in Maya. So you can actually go ahead and explore this for yourself. So if you're also thinking about adding volumetric like we have right here, and of course you can see that with this, if we go in and start cranking that up, we have volumetric. So you can also use this volumetric stuff, and this is just in case though. So for those who have no idea how you can turn this one on, how you can do this is very simple. Hit the render button from here, which is going to bring up the render settings, and then you can go to the atmosphere, and then you can add the AI atmosphere volume. Now this is for Arnold. Now if you're thinking about using this for Redshift also has it. If you're also thinking about using it for V-Ray, there's also a setting for V-Ray for that. So this is more like it. For those who like to grab this model, probably you want to test it out. Maybe you want to get this model, you want to use it. I'm going to put a link in the description that will bring you over to our students page called Faraz, where you can download this model of his and start doing some very interesting stuff. And the beautiful thing about all of this is you can proceed to go over to SKETCHFAB and even download way more free content. So SKETCHFAB is a beautiful place where you can find a ton of amazing free content every single week. So if you like to get free content, all you need to do is go over to SKETCHFAB, go to Explore, go to Downloadables, and you can see a truckload of downloadable things that you can get right here. So it's quite interesting to see that right now you can pick any model that you want, light them however you choose, use them, experiment with them, and get good with your lighting skills. And for those who like to also purchase some models, or maybe you want to sell yours, there is also opportunities for you to do that. And right now SKETCHFAB is having a flash sale that is giving you 30% off for any of the models that you will be purchasing from SKETCHFAB. And this is more like it. Link to this is going to be in the description. Link to where you can get the model that we used for this video is also going to be in the description. So do well to check it out. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And if you're new here, it's going to be amazing for you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so that you don't miss next video or the next update. And until I see you guys again with a tutorial update, Free Friday, Tutorial Tuesday, tips and tricks, things like this. Peace.